What is good, beautiful people? What is going on? It is your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew, and welcome to episode 256 of the When Persona Speaks show. Listen, if you're at work, I hope I can get you through your work day. If you're on your way home from work or school, because school has started for a lot of people, I hope I can get you through your commute home. If you're at home, cooking dinner, doing homework with the kids, cleaning the crib, hopefully I can get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. Cleanliness is closer to godliness. Listen, you might be having the matters with the significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. Listen, put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling great. Put a 2 in the chat if you're feeling okay. And put a 3 in the chat if you're not feeling that good at all. But I got to be honest, if you're at a 3, I want to get you to at least a 2 by the end of this show. So let me know in the chat. Big shout out to everybody here, man. Yo, Philip Sin in the building. Philip, how you doing today, man? Bats in the building. Shout out to my boy Baticus Prime. What's going on with you, Bats? Appreciate you. Yo, real talk. You could probably do Optimus Prime voice too, Bats. You got the voice for it. You should audition for that. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Ice Queen, how you feeling today? Yo, Bats, you know what? Bats, why are you not mod? Let me mod you up, Bats. Let me mod you up. Hold up. We got to fix that. Add as a standard mod up my boy Bats. Killer Cam for show in the building. Appreciate you, Killer. Franco Tech in the building. DeFloyd. Free Fabrizzle in the building. Weezer in the building. Kill Quick 911 in the building. Straight from Bari's video to Persona stream. Well, listen, first of all, I appreciate you watching Bari's video a lot, man. Definitely support my bro Bari. Check out his video. He just dropped his PS Pro video talking about the news that we're gonna be getting tomorrow. So definitely check that video out. And then I appreciate you going from right there to here. I appreciate you. So shout out to you, Kill Quick. I appreciate you. Real talk. Kelvin Smith in the building. Kevin, how you feeling? He says, what's good, everyone? Was honestly hoping the PS5 Pro would look a little different than the leak, but it's looking like it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's looking like it, man. Appreciate you. Lucci Sky in the building. Lucci, how you feeling today, man? Philip Sin in the building. Franco Tech. Chris Reed on my way home from work, big dog. Can't wait to hear this joint live. LOL. I never get to catch these live. Well, Chris Reed, I appreciate you coming through, rocking out with us, and I'm glad you're able to catch me live, bro, honestly. So shout out to you, man. Hopefully I can make your commute home from work just a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit. You understand? So shout out to you, Chris. Who else is it? Diablo Dark Matter in the building. Who else is here? A Current in the building. Shout out to you. D Nice in the building. It's happening, brother. D Nice is happening, brother. It is happening. You heard? Appreciate you. Who else is here, man? Who else is here? Yo, Requiem of Demons in the building. Shout out to my boy Requiem of Demons, rocking out with your boy a long time. Yo, Rec, I appreciate you, bro, always. Who else is here? Yo, Kratos 99 in the building. Kratos, what's going on with you, man? It's our time, Kratos. Kratos, it's our time. Yo, Caleb Kaiser in the building. Shout out to my boy Caleb. Appreciate you, man. 41 months as a member on the channel. Caleb says, what's good, Persona in chat? Hit the like button. Caleb, I appreciate you always rocking out with your boy. Always supporting me, man. I appreciate you, Caleb, always. Who else is here? Ghost in the Garage Gaming in the building. Shout out to my boy Ghost in the Garage. I appreciate you, Ghost. Always rocking out with your boy. Always appreciate you rocking out with your boy, man. Shout out to you, man. Who else is here? Who else? Yo, Mike 405 in the building. Mike, what's going on with you, man? I appreciate you, bro. And shout out to Alcoholic Gamer for the $2 super chat. He says, gin plus vodka plus lime plus cherry Kool-Aid. Enjoy on me. That sound like a drink that'll knock you on your ass. We mixing gin with vodka? Lord have mercy. You trying to, listen, you gonna have me hiccuping all over the stream. You understand? I ain't gonna be able to talk, man. What's going on here? Shout out to Alcoholic Gamer, man. I appreciate you, bro. Big shout out to you, man. Listen, guys, can we? Yo, old school gamer, what's going on with you? Are you streaming in the morning? Absolutely. Old school gamer, you getting ahead of me, brother. Old school gamer, you getting ahead of me. Let me set it up. Let your boy set it up. Of course, your boy is streaming in the morning. There's a bear shit in the woods. Of course, we streaming that. 100%. KI Gaming in the building. KI, how you feeling today? Brian East in the building. Player One in the building. Dude, you've lost so much weight. What happened? Are you okay? Player One, how are you feeling? I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat. So shout out to you, first of all. Thank you for, well, maybe you've been in the chat and just, I didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, Player, I appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. And I lost so much weight. Yeah, I did. You know, listen, this is what happens when you eat healthy, when you go to the gym, and when you are consistent. You lose weight, you gain muscle, and but weight training mixed with cardio mixed with eating healthy. That's all I did. I didn't do anything special. Weight training, cardio, and eating healthy. That's all I did. And I stayed consistent and remained consistent, and I was able to lose weight and gain more muscle and all that good stuff, man. But I do appreciate everybody that again support, that shouts it out and everything like that, man. Yes, it feels good. It feels great. And anybody that's on their weight loss journey, I'm rooting for you, even if I don't know you, right? I just know if nobody's rooting for you or doesn't believe in you, I believe in you. Your boy Persona believes in you. I don't know who you are, and you don't have to put it out there if you don't feel comfortable putting it out there in the chat. But just know I'm rooting for you, and I know that you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, and I know that you can do it. So keep going. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but the results that you get at the end of the road are so worth it. Trust me. Health is wealth. We want to be around for a long time so we can play these games and enjoy ourselves and enjoy life. So I'm rooting for everybody that's doing their weight loss journey. If you are doing a weight loss journey. Anyway, who else? Viper Reaps in the building. Viper, how you feeling today, man? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my boy Viper in the building, man. Who else is here? Hulk out P. Yo, listen. It's winter, it's fall, winter time, right? We're getting into that season, so I'm in my hibernation stage. And when your boy, come out in the summer of 2025, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Yo, shout out to my boy Kendrick. Listen, I'm in my cocoon phase right now. I'm in my cocoon phase, and we almost at our goal. And your boy has upped the weight training even more. Trust me. Springtime, summertime, your boy is gonna be crazy. I'm already Hulk right now, but now it's gonna be Hulk times 10. Trust your boy. Anyway, yo, Kyle Ward in the building. What's good? Nerdy Gaming in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody here, man. Yo, Oolong T Gaming. What's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you, man. He says it's go time tomorrow. Hopefully they show us a slice of what the Pro can do and not just talk about it. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of talk. We're gonna talk about it. But before we listen, it's a joyous occasion, guys. Guys, can we vibe out for a couple minutes? I'll only vibe out if the chat say it's okay for your boy to vibe out. Can we vibe out for a few seconds, for a few minutes? Can we vibe out for a few minutes, guys? It's a joyous occasion. It's a joyous celebration. Understand? PS5 Pro news tomorrow. You understand? Possibly a state of play next week. You feel me? We got to vibe out for a few minutes. We got to vibe out. That man said, nah. Yo, we got to vibe out for a few minutes, man. We going to vibe out, man. We going to do some 80s. We going to do some 80s music. I know the 80s babies loving this. I know the 80s babies is loving this. I know the 80s babies loving this. Oh yeah, the 80s babies loving this. I ain't no 80s baby, I'm a 90s baby, but I love the 80s. Some of my favorite movies come from the 80s. This that 80s shit. Who was born in the 80s? Who was born in the 80s? Put a 1 in the chat if you was born in the 80s. Put a 1 in the chat if you were born in the 80s. I was born in the 90s. I'm a young boy. I still got my youth. Shout out to the 80s babies though. Ain't nothing wrong with being born in the 80s. Damn, a lot of ones. Hold up. A lot of y'all was born in. Hold on, let me not make fun of the 80s, man. Y'all might beat me up, man. I'm outnumbered out here. Yo, Clint Walker, what's good? Randy A, what's good, man? Hold on, I can't make fun of the 80s, man, because I think you 80s babies might beat me up. Hold up. Let me not make fun of the 80s, man. Hold up. I gotta be careful. Man. Y'all 80s dudes. Hold up. Y'all 80s babies, man. Let me chill. Oolong, 1989, man. You a 90s baby. Oolong, sit down. Yo, Oolong, you say that to an 80s baby, they gonna claim you in the 90s. Hey, yo, they gonna claim you in the 90s, man. Yo, Diablo 79. Okay, we going way back. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we vibing today. It's a good day. All right, that's enough vibing out. But yeah, yo, Oolong, Oolong, say that to an 80s baby that you was born 1989. They gonna be like, you ain't no 80s baby, you a 90s baby. That's what they gonna tell you. I'm just letting you know. That's what the 80s. See, but Oolong, it's all good. That's how the 80s babies act. It's all good, man. Even if they try to throw you in the 90s, don't worry, Oolong. The 90s babies, we gonna accept you with open arms. It's all good. Don't worry, the 90s babies got you. All right, because you know how them 80s babies, they hella selfish. Let me chill, man. It's a lot of 80s babies in the chat. Y'all might beat me up. Let me chill. I ain't trying to get beat up by the 80s babies, man. I am not trying to get beat up by the. Oh, yo, listen. That's a good thing. Yo, thank you for reminding me real quick before we get into anything. Yo, I just found this out while I was waiting for the stream to start. And yo, this right here breaks my heart, man. Yo, RIP to James Earl Jones, man. Yo, he passed away, man. Yo, listen, Coming to America, Mufasa, Darth Vader. What's the name of that movie? Fences? Is it Fences? That play he played in? it's a lot of things James Earl Jones was in. But yo, man, this hurts. This hurt my heart, man. Yo, rest in peace to James Earl Jones, man. You was a big part of my childhood for sure. You understand? One of my favorite movies of all time, Coming to America. One of my favorite childhood movies of all time, Lion King. Listen, man, you a big part of my childhood, man. Real talk. Another one of my favorite movies of all time, the Star Wars saga, the OG saga from back in the day. James Earl Jones, man, you were a large part of my childhood, man, and it really hurts to see that you passed away, man. I think he passed away at 93 years old. You lived a good life, man. You lived a long life. I pray that I can see 90 something. You feel me? To live to be 93 years old or in your 90s is truly a blessing. You feel me? And you know, rest in peace to James Earl Jones. And you know, I'm sending my prayers and condolences to his family. And yo, I pray I can live to see 90. Real talk, like that's a blessing. So, you know, rest in peace to James Earl Jones, man. Real talk. So yeah, you know, bit of sad news kind of starting up the stream, but you know, I literally just found this out like while I was waiting for the stream to start, and I was just like, what, yo, like he passed away, like that definitely is really sad to hear and see, man. But yeah. Let me put RIP. Oh, oops. Sorry about that. Tap. Uh-oh. My whole shit just tapped. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, my whole shit just, my fault. Sorry about that. Yeah, sad. Yeah, we are losing some really great voice actors. Yeah, man. I actually just found out that he sold his voice to Disney. So like Disney is allowed to AI his voice into like Vader or into, I guess, other whatever they want to use his voice for. So we'll still hear James Earl Jones. You know, when it comes to like, you know, some stuff like if they do something Darth Vader related or something like that, I'm pretty sure we'll still hear his voice. Because he sold his voice to Disney, so Disney can use it in AI, like use AI to AI his voice into stuff. So I'm sure we'll still be hearing James Earl Jones because he has a very unique, deep voice. So you know, I'm pretty sure we'll see and hear him in a lot more things for sure. So we'll see that. We'll see what's up with that. Yo, Stone in the building, man. Yo, Milk and Magnesia, how you feeling today, man? Big shout out to Milk in the chat. Appreciate you, Milk, pulling up, rocking out. Yo, Mac the Stampede, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you. Damien, how you feeling today, man? Shout out to you, Damien, man. Appreciate you, bro. Coming through. Tubbs Gaming in the building. Sandlot Kids. Oh yeah, that's right. He was the old man that the kids were scared to jump over the fence to get the ball with the dog. Yeah, you're right. Sandlot as well. I figured about Sandlot. Yeah, I haven't seen Sandlot in years. Oh my god, I have not seen that movie in man. Sandlot, yo, Sandlot a good movie too, man. Yo, real talk. 90s, so 80s. So for me, 80s had some of the best like action movies and stuff like that. But I think 90s had some of the best kids movies, in my opinion. Right? You had Lion King. You had The Land Before Time. You had Pocahontas. You had Little Mermaid. You had The Sandlot. You had what was that? Dennis the Menace? No, Dennis the Menace I think was the 80s actually. Yeah. Or what's that, like early 90s? I think that might have been late 80s or early 90s. Dennis the Menace. Problem Child, which I think was 91, 92. You had Matilda. I'ma throw you in the chokey. Don't throw me in the chokey. Matilda. 101 Dalmatians. Hook. I forget Hook. I know Barry probably like, Persona, you better say Hook. I'ma kick you in the shins. Hook. Which I love that movie. I love that movie so much. Hook. And just a lot of great movies. Field of Dreams. That's another one. Yo, you guys ever seen this movie called Angels in the Outfield? Y'all ever seen that movie? I love that. I remember I seen that movie when I was young. I like that movie a lot, man. Like Angels in the Outfield, that was a good movie as well. Just a lot of good kids movies in the 90s. Little Rascals, 90s, with Alfalfa in them. Yeah, 90s had like some of the best kids movies that I could think back to when I was a kid watching. Hunchback of Notre Dame. What else? I'm sorry. Hercules. Yeah, a lot of great. James and the Giant Peach. Yo. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. Beetlejuice was the 80s. Was that the 80s and 90s? Hold on, let me see. When did the first Beetlejuice movie drop? Oh yeah, 1988. All right, so Beetlejuice came out 88, so that's an 80s movie, but I love that movie anyway. Little Nightmares, James and the Giant Peach, Home Alone, Treasure Planet, the Iron Giant. No, Iron Giant was that 90s? Let me see. When did the Iron Giant? When did the Iron Giant drop or release? Let me see. Oh, 99. So right at the cusp. Yeah, Iron Giant came out in 1999. Great movie. I love them. Yo, real talk. If there's one movie that'll like that'll get me in the cutting onions phase, it's Iron Giant, man. That movie definitely is a tearjerker. I love that movie. Iron Giant, I love that. Even thinking about it right now, man, that shit got me like, yo, Iron Giant is such a good movie, man. I love that movie so goddamn much. At the end when he's flying towards the rocket and he's like, Superman. Oh man, yo, that movie is so good, man. All right, man, we gotta move on, man. We gotta move on. I can't think of Iron Giant right now. I just can't, man. Cause I already know, man. Iron Giant is such a good movie, man. I love that movie so goddamn much, man. Warriors of Virtue, absolutely. Casper, oh yeah, Casper, that's my shit. Casper, I love Casper. Casper was really good. Casper was really, really good, man. I love that movie. Don't you start crying on, oh no, I ain't gonna cry on stream, but that's definitely a movie. If I watch that movie like now, yeah, I'm gonna have to look away at that scene, man, because that shit is emotional, man. That shit is emotional. Hardball, Small Soldiers, yeah, a lot of good kids movies came out in the 90s, man. A lot of great kids movies came out in the 90s, for sure. The best Saturday morning cartoons were from the 80s. I disagree. 90s, 100%. Although 80s, now hold on, Thundercats, Transformers, Dungeons and Dragons. What's that other movie? I mean, that other cartoon that came out in the 80s. Was DuckTales in the 80s? Or was that 90s? It feels like 80s, but especially with the theme song, that sounds like a very 80s. When did hold on. Let me see what DuckTales. When did DuckTales release? I think that was 80s. 91. Oh shit. 1991 DuckTales really. See, but 91 is still like early, like 91 is early. So like it still had like that 80s vibe to it, especially with the theme song. DuckTales, ooh, every night. Yo, like that's a very 80s. DuckTales is a very 80s theme song. Like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin and the Chipmunks was 80s as well. Very 80s. Like go listen to the DuckTales theme song. That's a very 80s theme song. Even though it's a 90s show, very 80s theme song. Same thing with a pup named Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo, by the way. Like Scooby-Doo is one of my, like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? From like the 70s. I love that show. I love that show a lot. Like that was a show I watched religiously. But A Pup Named Scooby-Doo was the 90s. But when you listen to the Pup Named Scooby-Doo theme song, very 80s theme song. You get what I'm saying? Like you could tell that these shows were being developed in the 80s, but obviously released in the 90s. So I would still count that as like kind of semi 80s, even though it was in the 90s. But that's me. Darwin Duck. Let me see. G.I. Joe. I love G.I. Joe. He-Man and She-Ra. Smurfs. Oh yeah, Smurfs. Yeah, I like Smurfs. Cops. Centurion. Silverback. The real Ghostbusters. Yo, what's the name of that show? From the 90s. Was it 90? Yeah, it was like late 90s. That used to come on. Goosebumps. Y'all ever watch Goosebumps? The show that used to come on TV back in the day. Yo, I love that show. It was like the kids' version of Tales from the Crypt. Yo, that shit was on point. I used to love that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will never be beat. Oh, I love TMNT, man. That's my shit. Power Rangers. Listen, but see, Milk and Magnesia is certain Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The OG is always gonna be the GOAT. But I love Power Rangers Zeo. Power Rangers in Space. What's the other one? Power Rangers Zeo. Power Rangers in Space. What's the other one? There was another one. Zeo, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers in Space. I wasn't really feeling Power Rangers Turbo. Like it was aight. Cause you know they had the black man as the Red Ranger. You feel me? Or was he? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the Red Ranger. He had the black man as the Red Ranger. People think the dude from SPD was the first black Red Ranger. Hell nah. You better go back and watch that Power Rangers Turbo. They have my boy as the black man as the Red Ranger. You understand? Fire. You understand? Then he go to space and they make my boy the Blue Ranger. Cause they trying to make my boy. I forgot the blonde haired dude name. He was a good Red Ranger though. I ain't gonna cap. But you know they had the black man as the Red Ranger Turbo. So you know what? I'm gonna put Turbo up there. Pinky in the Brain, that's another one. Yeah, Power, I ain't like Wild Force. I'm good on all that. Ninja Storm, I did like. I kind of fell off. Once Power Rangers got to Power Rangers SPD, I fell off. I'm like, yo, listen, y'all police? Oh, y'all 12? Oh, nah, we ain't doing it. Listen, Lightspeed Rescue, I stuck with that because they wasn't really police. They was like firefighters and shit like that. Like, it was like some rescue. But SPD, you police? You 12? No. I'll sign off on this bullshit, man. You keep all that bullshit, man. I'm good on all that, man. I was like, all right, yeah, y'all got it, man. Y'all made these dudes police? I'm good, man. I'm good. Y'all can keep all that bullshit. And then from there on, I just stopped watching. I was like, hold up. Hell no. Oh, Animaniacs was a good show as well. I love Animaniacs. That was great. That was a great show. It's Pinky in the Brain, Pinky in the Brain. One is a genius. Wait, how did the song go? One is a genius, the other's insane. Yeah. One is a genius, the other's insane. Yo, yeah, Pinky in the Brain, I used to like that. Animaniacs, I used to like that as well. I forgot how the theme song went for Animaniacs. I never really watched Ren and Stimpy too much. Not too much, no. Not too much. I a little bit, but I wasn't really watching that too heavy. Nah, I'm good on SP. Yo, I tried a couple episodes of SPD Arcade. I was like, I can't get into it, man. I don't know, man. It just wasn't for me, man. I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, you know, I did like the theme song. Though. I thought the theme song was good. Power Rangers, SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue. Go, go, go. But even with the theme song, I'm old school, man. Like, I like them old school theme songs, man. For even Power Rangers, I'll give you guys a little secret. Come a little closer. And listen, don't be telling these secrets to everybody, all right? I'm letting y'all in on a little secret. You can't go telling the world, all right? Sometimes I still listen to those old school Power Rangers theme songs, okay? Especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and you know, Zeo and all that. I love those theme songs. I still listen to them from time to time, even to this day, all right? That's our little secret, though, all right? Don't go blabbing that to the world, okay? Oh, Beetleborgs and VR Troopers, good shows. Garfield and Friends was good. Inspector Gadget, very good. Wasn't Inspector Gadget 80s? Scoop was good, by the way. Mr. Flash was good. I think Inspector Gadget was 80s. It feels 80s. If it's not 80s, it's early 90s. But Inspector Gadget feels 80s. Bobby's World theme was cool. Bionic 6, Samurai Pizza Cats. Did I see Samurai? Yo, J Gamer was good, by the way. It was 80s, right? Yeah, Inspector Gadget. Seeing that show, very 80s. Very, very 80s. But yeah, it was a lot of great shows. A lot of great shows as kids, you know, 80s and 90s. Cartoons today, I just can't watch this shit no more, man. Like there's certain cartoons I could probably still watch, but I find myself really watching a lot of old school cartoons. Like I don't watch a lot of this new shit, man. I'm just like this new for me. Where I cut off on cartoons, like cartoons, I'm not talking anime, I'm talking like cartoons. Once it got to like Chowder and Flapjack and all that bullshit, yeah, I signed off. I was like, all right, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. I'm good on that, man. I'm good on all that bullshit. Chowder, Flapjack, and what's that? The Adventures of Flapjack and all that. But I was like, listen, once it started getting to that level with cartoons, I checked out. I was like, all right, this is. I can no longer relate to this bullshit. I'm jumping off. I'm jumping off the ship. Y'all got it. Y'all got it, man. I'm good. So I watched a lot of the old school shit. You know, Ed, and Eddie. Y'all ever watch? Yo, and listen, fellas, don't be afraid to admit this. If you did, nobody's gonna judge you. But did you guys ever watch that show? Like Totally Spies, Kim Possible, shit like that. Y'all ever seen that shit? Be honest, fellas. Be honest, man. Listen, you ain't got. Listen, man. This is a judgment-free zone. you ain't gonna be judged. You understand? You ain't gonna be judged. Totally Spies, Kim Possible. Yeah, that's it. I'm judging. Yo, listen, don't sleep on the Totally Spies, Kim Possible, man. Listen, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Hey, listen, man, don't listen, man. We gonna put respect on Kim Possible. We not gonna disrespect Kim Possible. You understand? We fucks with Kim Possible over here, man. Kim Possible, she that chick, man. Real talk, she that chick. Yo, I was gonna say, Otaku, what's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Brian East, John Donuts. I've got a judgment-free call out. Sailor Moon. Hey, listen, listen, Brian, if anybody is judging off Sailor Moon, hey, get him out of here. Sailor Moon is the shit. Hell yeah, I watch Sailor Moon. Hell, who did not watch Sailor Moon? Don't sit here. Listen, it's a judgment-free zone, fellas. I don't give a fuck. You can't judge me. Hell yeah, I watch Sailor Moon. Absolutely. Anybody asks? Absolutely. I watch Sailor Moon. Absolutely. 100%. You can't judge me. Can't judge. Fellas, do not sit here and lie in this goddamn chat that you ain't watching no Sailor Moon. We all watched it because Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, those were the two shows that was coming on back to back. Listen, you ain't gonna get judged, man. If anybody judge you in the chat, they capping. They lying. I never watched Sailor Moon. That was girly. Stop lying. You're lying. You ain't gotta lie. You're lying to the people, but more importantly, you are lying to yourself. We don't do that here. Talking about I ain't watching no Sailor Moon. Lie again. Lie again. I dare you. Lie again. Oh, man. Yo, Shadoo's gaming channel. What's going on, man? Powerpuff Girls is another one. Listen, I watch Powerpuff Girls was the shit. Now, hold up. What was the name of old girl at Powerpuff Girls? The chick that was the secretary for the mayor. We ain't never get to see her face. No, actually, we did see her face one time, I think. Hey, man, listen. Shorty had that caboose. You understand? Yeah, we was watching that Sailor Moon. I mean, Powerpuff Girls. We definitely watching that Powerpuff Girls. Yo, Pink Princess in the city. What's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. Miss Bellum. Yes, sir. Oh, Proud Family. I love Proud Family. Proud Family was the shit. Yo, Black Bear, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Pink Princess. I love Sailor Moon and Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, both of those shows are great. Wildcats was a good one. Fillmore. Phineas and Ferb. You guys ever seen Phineas and Ferb? Now, listen. I'm going to ask one. Nah, I didn't watch all of it. My sister used to watch that show a lot. But I'm going to ask it in the chat. And fellas, it's a judgment-free zone. So I'm going to ask. We're going to go to the Disney Channel real quick, fellas. Did y'all watch that Hilary Duff show on Disney Channel? You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, fellas. I seen a couple episodes. My sister used to love that show. That Hilary Duff show. You ain't got to lie. Fellas, you seen the Hilary Duff show? Lie. Lie and say you didn't. If you say no, I'm going to say you lying. Tell me you ain't watched that Hilary Duff show. Oh, y'all lied. Oh, y'all lied in the chat, boy. I know y'all lying in the chat. The Lizzie McGuire, yeah, that Lizzie McGuire show. Yeah, that Lizzie McGuire show. Yeah. I watched iCarly was good. I liked iCarly. iCarly was good. Listen, I watched a couple episodes of that Lizzie McGuire show, but again, that was my sister jam. So, you know, sometimes I seen a couple of the episodes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Clarissa explains it all. Yo, No Cap podcast in the building. No Cap, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you. FV77, what's good, man? Listen, X-Men 90s, absolutely. MDZ was good. I watched everything. No shame as a child. Hey, MDZ, no, it's a judgment-free zone. It's a judgment-free zone. Ain't nobody gonna judge you, brother. It's all good. It's all good, man. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not, Black Bear. There's nothing wrong with it, man. B-Dog, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all. See, yo, I like to treat my shows as like a cookout, you know, where everybody get together. You know, you ever go to a cookout, you ain't seen family in a while, or you ain't seen the neighborhood friends or whatever in a long time, and it's a neighborhood cookout. Everybody come through, bring a dish. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? You know, I like to treat my shows like a cookout, where we all get together, we vibe out. Yeah, we gonna talk the game and stuff, and then enjoy ourselves, man. But I like to treat it like a cookout where we all getting together. It's a conversation. You know, it's a good vibe, man. That's what I try to give, man. It's a good vibe, man. That's what I try. You know, But yeah, man, a lot of great shows, man. A lot of great shows. Yo, Kings of Royal, what's good, man? Appreciate. Yo, listen, hold on, Arthur. Now, Kings of Royal, hold up. If you follow me on Twitter and y'all see me when I do my Arthur gif, y'all know damn. Yo, Arthur. Let me tell you something. Arthur is that show has a very, very special place in my heart. And that is like top 3, one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, I can watch Arthur to this day. When I have children, my children are going to be watching Arthur. You understand? I love that show so goddamn much, man. Like that show has like a lot of like sentimental values for me. Like growing up as a child, it really like real talk. It really means a lot. Like that show, man. I like Arthur is a show. I love that show so fucking much, man. Like Arthur, that's like if like gun to my head, if somebody say, yo, sing a song, it's that Arthur song. Every day when you're walking down the street and everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where we can learn to work and play. Listen, that's a song. I know that song off the back of my head, man. That's a song I could recite from word for word, bar for bar, beginning to end. Arthur's a great show. My kids gonna grow up on Arthur. Trust me. That's a great show. Shout out to Arthur, man. I learned a lot of lessons. And just, it was just a great show. Like, man, I love Arthur, man. I love that show goddamn much, man. I love that show. I might do a rewatch. I got to do an Arthur rewatch, man. I definitely got to do an Arthur rewatch. One of my favorite episodes of Arthur, it's 2 episodes. One is the one where he knocked the shit out of DW. That shit, yo, because when I seen that as a kid, I said, hold up, what? Yo, he punched this chick. I said, hold up, bro. This is a different type of Arthur, boy. Yo, when I seen that as a kid, I said, oh, hell nah, bro. What is you doing? That episode was definitely crazy. But the library card episode was an episode that I really loved, too. I forgot how the song went, the library card song, where it was like, I forgot how the library card song, but the library card episode was a really great episode. Those are like 2 of my favorite episodes. For sure. Yeah, I like both of those episodes. I forgot how the library card song goes, though. Gargoyles was a good one. Gundam. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yo, Kyle Ward, man, I appreciate you becoming a member on the channel, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, Oolong T Gaming in the building, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. Says Beetleborgs and VR Troopers. Yes, great shows. I never really seen too much of Beetleborgs, but I know both of those shows are good. And then shout out to Oolong again with the super chat. He says, W Mac Masters was my jam after Power Rangers. W Mac Masters. Fire. We say Persona. Yo, Cloud Strife, what's good? Persona, it's all about gargoyles. Oh, gargoyles was the shit. Gargoyles, Doug, Pepperan. Those my shits, man. I love those shows. Listen, real talk, Winnie the Pooh too. Like, listen, man. Y'all ain't gonna judge me. I don't give a fuck. I said, yo, Winnie the Pooh was the shit as well. When he would come out the hole, he'd be like, oh, Christopher Robin. Yo, listen, Winnie the Pooh was my shit too. Fuck that. Winnie the Pooh was the shit. Oh dear, Christopher Robin. Piglet's gotten himself into another jam. Oh man, yo, all these cartoons is just bringing back so many memories growing up as a kid, man. Oh man. Yo, real talk, 80s and 90s babies, like, yo, we truly are blessed to grow up in the era that we grew up in, man, when it comes to just like life and cartoons and school and making friends and going outside and going to sleepaway camp and just all this shit. Like 80s and 90s is just, it's just a great eras, man. Like 80s and 90s is like some of the best eras, man. Real talk, man. I'm so blessed to be growing up in the 90s at the start of like the internet era, but still in like that going outside and being social era. 90s kids still grew up, you know, pretty normal, you know, not without all this social media and all this crazy stuff. So man, am I lucky. Anyway, let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show, because I can spend the whole show talking about cartoons and anime. Like we could definitely spend the whole show talking about that, but you know, we talking about the PS5 Pro. You understand? Yo, Wolfgang, Mishima in the building. What's good? We got to see everything evolve. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. 80s and 90s, especially 80s, because even from like the 80s to the 90s, y'all got to see like the shift, right? Because you had like that whole, the pop era was really starting to like really pop up, and like cartoons and like everything, technology was really starting to take off and grow and all that stuff in the 80s. And then 90s, it went a step further with the internet and, you know, computers. Well, even though you did have computers in the 80s, most computers were really mostly meant for work, right? You know, and you had the DOS system. So a lot of computers in the 80s was working off of DOS and things like that and whatever. I ain't gonna bore y'all with that. But anyway, you know, 90s is where things really start to take off and really start to like go to the level of what it is now. And it's just, you know, we just saw everything like explode and grow. So yeah, shout out to 80s and 90s babies, man. We out here. Shout out to 80s and 90s babies. But all right, yeah, I saw Chuck. Yo, Chuck, where you at, man? Shout out to Chuck, man, in the chat, man. Big Trish. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. But anyway, man, listen, enough about the 80s and 90s and cartoons and whatnot, guys, because, you know, we got to get into more pressing and important matters. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you've been living under a rock, if you've been living, and I think we all know why we're here, right? I think we all know. Y'all see the title of the video, the PlayStation 5 Pro. Finally, PlayStation has confirmed what we all pretty much knew, pretty much the worst kept secret, right? Like we all knew that the PS5 Pro was a thing, but now PlayStation has confirmed it with this fire video. Let's watch this video real quick. Listen, hold on, let me play the video real quick. Oh, y'all can't even hear that. Y'all can't even hear that bullshit. Hold up. Yeah, get the sound. Sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, yes. So September 10th, 2024 at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. What's BST? Bullshit time? I'm kidding. BST is British Standard Time. Tell me I'm right. What J Gamer UK? Tell me BST stands for British Standard Time. Hey, yo, listen. If BST stands for British Standard Time, your boy is a motherfucking G. Where is J Gamer UK? I need him to confirm if BST stands for British Standard Time. It does? Really? Hey, listen, I mean, you know, listen, I ain't really here to toot my own horn, you understand? But, I mean, listen, British Standard Time, listen, your boy is educated. You understand? I read books. British Standard Time. Let's go. Shout out to my boy J Gamer UK. Anyway, so tomorrow we are going to be getting a 9-minute PlayStation 5 Pro. Well, okay. They ain't say PS5 Pro, but why the fuck else would Mark Cerny be coming out to explain the what is it? What did they say in the stream? Tune in tomorrow for a PS5 technical presentation hosted by Mark Cerny. First of all, Mark Cerny is the GOAT. One day, me and Barry will get Mark Cerny on our show on What's Up PlayStation Podcast. You heard it here. On September 9th, 2024, me and Barry will have Mark Cerny on our show, What's Up PlayStation Podcast, one day. One day we will. Trust me. I'm speaking it into existence. And Mark Cerny, I know you watching, Mark. We got to get you on the show, man. Anyway, Mark Cerny, the genius that he is, why the hell would Mark Cerny be doing a 9 to 10 minute stream talking about the tech and doing a PlayStation 5 technical presentation? We've already had the road to PS5 back in 2020. So we know about the technical aspects of the PS5. This could only mean one thing. PlayStation 5 Pro, baby. So I think it's all but confirmed that, and obviously the leaks and the rumors was that we would get an announcement this week about the PS5 Pro. So I think it's safe to say that that's what this is, right? But 9 to 10 minutes, well, 9 minutes, I'm saying 10 minutes because sometimes these things typically go over, but for those that are hoping for games and stuff like that, I do not think we're getting that here. It's 9 minutes, guys. This ain't 90 minutes. It's 9 minutes. 9. Not 9-0, just 9 minutes. So expecting to see, you know, oh, where's the new Ghost shit? Because listen, you know how these things go. When the video releases tomorrow, you're going to have these people on Twitter and social media and doing their little videos and podcasts. Well, you know, I thought we would see some video games.
Are we gamers or are we tech experts? Huh? I thought where's Ghost of Tsushima 2? Where's Sony Ben's game?
This is not that, guys. This is a technical presentation. You understand? Where they're going to be talking about the PS5, its specifications, and hopefully get a look at the console and hopefully get a date. Listen, here's my hopes. I hope that we get a date for the PS5. And I hope that we get the price. And I hope they kind of just lay it all out. But a part of me believes that this is a large part. I wouldn't say a large part, but a part of me believes that this will be more of him just talking about the design, what the technology inside the console, what went into it, probably the design as well, right? So we may get a look of what it looks like. I don't see why not. And what may happen is after the 9-minute video tomorrow, PlayStation may release a blog post, because I remember seeing another rumor that there was supposed to be a blog post as well, or that there was going to be a blog post kind of showing off the PS5. So I believe that what will happen here is we'll get this 9-minute stream of Mark Cerny talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro, the design, most likely, and the technology going into it. So, the PSSR, the things that we kind of been hearing about in rumors. So, he's most likely going to speak about the AI upscaling, the technology behind the higher clock speeds with the CPU and GPU, and whatever else that we might not know about that actually is going into this thing. But I do think after this 9-minute stream, we will probably get a blog post dedicated to the PS5 Pro where they may show pictures of it, or whatever the case may be, or go into more details with it, and hopefully let us know when we can pre-order this thing, and when it may release. That's what I'm hoping happens tomorrow. But beggars can't be choosers, right? So all we might get is very likely chance that all we get is the 9-minute video, and then kind of just wait until the end of the month or next week or whatever to really do their full-fledged spiel of whatever they're going to do. But I'm hoping we get something. Tool Man, what's good? I'm hopefully we get something tomorrow when it comes to a date. I personally speaking, what I would like, this is me persona just saying what I hope we see and what I would like. I would like, obviously, the 9-minute video. Shout out to my boy Mark Cerny, talk about the specs and all that stuff, talk that tech talk. That's what he does. So, expect that. But I do hope we do get release date, a look at how the console is going to look, and price. At the very least, give us the price and fuck that. Give me how it looks, the price, and a release date. Yeah, you could do all that in the blog post, because Cerny can talk about the specs, and then you can follow up with the blog post, and the blog post can lay everything else out. And they would probably release, I would hope at least, they would release a PS5 Pro trailer type of thing, where they kind of show it off a little bit as a follow-up to this, like a quick little 1-minute video or whatever it is, right? I could see them possibly doing that as well. But I'm excited, man. I really am, because PS5 Pro is something that's been talked about for a long time. So I'm excited to see what it looks like, officially, and kind of see how games are going to run on this thing, right? Get some demonstrations. I do think if they do, and they probably won't do this here, obviously, I don't think so. But if it is to be believed, because the other room is that there is a dedicated state of play happening next week, which is supposed to kind of be dedicated to first party. And I'm sure probably some of their partners and things like that as well. But if there is to be a state of play next week, I would imagine that we would also probably get the confirmation of GTA 6 marketing, if that is to be believed, that marketing is there. And I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 they show it running on the PS5 Pro, which then gets people even more excited, especially if you're trying to sell this thing. So I think that would be quite incredible, and I think that would kind of just be it would just be a monumental thing if PlayStation just says, hey, yeah, so we got the GTA 6 marketing, and show off a bundle that will happen or something like that. But in terms of first party, I would love to see Ghost of Tsushima 2. I would definitely love to see what Bend is working on, what Blue Point is working on, right? I think those are 3 studios where their games released so early in over 4 years now. It's really been 4+ years since we've seen their release. Bluepoint released Demon Souls remake at the start of the PlayStation 5 generation. Sucker Punch released Ghost of Tsushima 1 back in 2020 in July. And then what was this? Ben released their game back in 2019 with Days Gone. So for me specifically, those would be 3 studios that I would like to see, especially Ghost of Tsushima 2. If they show off Ghost of Tsushima 2 running on the PS5 Pro and show all its glory and all that good stuff, all that craziness, right? That is going to be like absolutely incredible to see. And I know for a fact that's going to be crazy. But in terms of the PS5 Pro itself, I believe that this is what I think. It's going to be $600, and it's going to be like all digital version, $600. Now, if you want a physical version, you're going to have to cough up a little extra, because I do think they are going to take the PS5 Slim technology of being able to attach the disk drive. So I think for that, they will do like a digital standard. But then if you want a physical, it'll be about $650, maybe $650 to maybe $699. Although I think $700, I don't know. That's kind of give or take, but I think $600 is probably going to be the sweet spot when it comes to the PS5 Pro with the all digital, and then give you the option of, hey, if you want physical, you can buy this disk drive that's, $60 more or whatever, and just pack that in. So they may do like a $650 or $649, because they typically, companies don't do wholesale. They normally do like a 90. That's why you see the 99 at the end of it. It has something to do with taxes or something like that, if I remember correctly, but it'll probably be $649.99, right? And then the all digital would be $59.99. So I do think that would most likely be what we see when it comes to pricing. I believe like $600. Like, I don't see it being any lower than $600, especially when you look at PlayStation 5 excuse me, PlayStation 5 being at the price that it's at. And if Mark Cerny does a good job of explaining, which I do think he will, but if Mark Cerny does a good job of explaining the technology behind the Pro and the expectations, that price will, I think the price will reflect whatever Mark Cerny is presenting in terms of the technical presentation. My question to you guys, to the chat, is if this console does release and it's $600, is that a buy or is that a skip for you? Because let's face it, $600 is a lot of money, especially in the times of inflation and all these other different things. If it does come out to be $600, is that something that you are willing to buy, or would you want to see? And it's funny. Well, let me finish my question. Would you buy it? Are you planning on buying it? Do you need to see games on it first? Like, what? Let me know in the chat, like, how you guys feeling right now when it comes to the PlayStation 5 Pro, and kind of what's your thoughts behind picking it up or not picking it up or skipping it or whatever case may be, right? But I do think it's pretty smart to follow up that following week with a dedicated first-party state of play, if that is something that they do. Obviously, that hasn't been confirmed yet, but since this has happened, the same person that said that this would happen this week with the PS5 Pro being announced and shown and talked about, they also said that we would get a first-party state of play, first-party dedicated, or a state of play with first-party. I won't say a first-party dedicated state of play, but a state of play with first-party games in it. If that's the case, then I would imagine that it's very smart for PlayStation to kind of follow up with that, because obviously, and I think rightfully so, a lot of people's first questions is going to be, well, what will games look like running on this thing, right? Because it's easy to talk about the specs, it's easy to talk about the power and kind of what you can expect to get when it comes to a pro version of a console. But I do think it's valid and fair for people to kind of ask, okay, well, I need examples. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think we have seen examples already. I do think Death Stranding 2, listen, man, this I feel like this was PS5 Pro gameplay, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? I feel like Death Stranding 2 absolutely was I don't know, something about this gameplay.
Let's see what we can.
Something about this gameplay, man. I just feel like this is like some pro shit. Like I could see Kojima doing some shit like that. It's like, yeah, this was pro gameplay this game looks absolutely incredible. Like, I am not gonna lie to you, man. This game looks and you know, I didn't finish Death Stranding 1. I ain't gonna sit here and try to cap like, you know, Death Stranding is my favorite game of all time. No, like I didn't finish the first one. I will finish the first one at some point. But seeing Death Stranding 2, this trailer definitely kind of has me wanting to go back to the first one and giving the game another try. Now it says captured on PS5, and obviously the PS5 is the shit. Let's not get it twisted. Like the technology behind the PS5, and honestly, that Decima engine is incredible, absolutely incredible. But I feel like there was definitely probably some PS5 Pro cutscenes or something kind of mixed in here, man. They just ain't say shit because, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like this game looks absolutely crazy. You hear what I say? I like this game looks absolutely beautiful. And there's certain parts within this game, like I want to see if we could get to that part. Oh, here we go, right here. And again, the Decima engine really is that good. Like let's not get it twisted, because the technology going behind the Decima engine really is like that crazy. But like this here is just like, I don't know, man. This just looks crazy to me, bro. Like this looks absolutely insane. So like a part, yo, listen, bro. Listen, man. Listen. I feel like, and listen, I could be wrong, and that's fine, but I feel like it's definitely some pro gameplay being mixed in there, bro. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like it's some pro shit, some PS5 Pro shit being mixed in here. And again, the Decima engine really is that good, and PS5 is like on that level where it can do this. I mean, just look at Horizon Forbidden West, right? So it's not impossible to believe that this is PS5 Pro footage. I mean, PS5 footage, because we've seen what the Decima engine. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied here. We see what the Decima engine can do on a PlayStation 5 when a game is being developed from the ground up for the PS5 using the Decima engine, and we see that with Horizon Forbidden West and with Burning Shores, and we saw with that boss fight and everything that was going on. So we know that the PS5 is capable of doing this. But I don't know, just knowing how Kojima is, I feel like he mixed, because it's not hard to believe that Kojima would be one of the first people to have a PS5 Pro. I mean, he's Kojima. So this is not unbelievable to think, but I think it's some pro footage mixed in here, man. I don't know why. I could be wrong. I just feel like it's some pro footage mixed in here. Yo, this shit looks crazy, man. That's why it's not the Pro. True. We haven't seen the next gen Decima game until DS2. This joint looks crazy though. But again, Decima engine really is that good of an engine though, so it's not hard to believe that this is regular PS5 footage as well. So let's not yo, look at that, man. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Yeah, yo, Eordi, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, I saw when he posted the picture of him with that towel over the PS5 Pro. Like, we ain't know that was the PS5 Pro, man. Like, what you think? Come on, man. We ain't stupid. But yeah, that's kind of like when my thought process is. Yo, this game, Death Stranding 2 really is gonna be like this looks beautiful. I gotta finish Death Stranding 1 though. Like, before I even like think of picking up Death Stranding 2, I gotta go back and finish Death Stranding 1. I definitely do. I gotta go back and finish it. I will, guys. I know probably some of y'all like,
Persona? You ain't finished that game yet?
yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna finish it. I got y'all. But yeah, I do think that this looks great. Either way, PS5 is killing it. But yeah, so I do think, like I said, I do think that when it comes to the PS5 Pro, it's pretty much all but confirmed, man. We're gonna get that confirmation tomorrow. We're gonna get a lot of people. One of the things, and let me talk about this real quick. Can I get on my soapbox real quick? Let me get on my soapbox real quick, man. Let me get on my soapbox real quick. And shout out to Barry. Matter of fact, let me show Barry's tweet, because Barry is kind of like what really sparked this for me. Shout out to Barry, man. Let me go to Barry's tweet, because like I seen it, and I understand like what he's saying, because like this typically happens, right? And that's why I kind of want to put the PSA out there. You feel me? Because like I know how this community can get when it comes to a lot of stuff, right? Where's the tweet? I just saw the tweet earlier. Oh yeah, here we go. Right here. There we go. Yo, shout out to Bari for this, man, because I agree with this 100%. So Bari tweeted out, he says, because you're excited about new hardware, it doesn't make you a fanboy. People turn anything to fanboy bullshit because they themselves aren't happy with their life. Yo, I agree with this 100%, right? Because, it becomes a time where, like, and listen, we all crack our jokes here and there, and this game is going here or that, the discourse or whatever, that shit can be fun from time to time. I'm not going to deny that, but there are a certain subset of people within social media, Twitter or YouTube or wherever you consume content, that try to turn anyone's excitement into something, especially if you have a preference, your excitement into something, into a console war thing or a fanboy thing, right? If you're excited for a PS5 Pro, or if you're excited for a pro version of a console, you're a pony, you're a fanboy. You just eat up everything that PlayStation puts out, which is not true, right? But oftentimes people tend to try to twist your excitement into a negative to hearken on your experience, or to diminish your experience. Yo, Caesar Alejandro Garcia. Caesar, I appreciate you subbing to the channel. Enjoy your stay. And I think, when it comes to gaming, right? When it comes to video games and gaming, right? We oftentimes come across a lot of people who are like, if you didn't know anybody, you would think these people it's always miserable. Like, no matter what game comes out or what's happening, it's just fucking miserable. And you can't be around that, because it's like that shit starts to rub off on you a little bit. That's why, I don't engage with a lot of stuff anymore, because that shit starts to rub off on you. And it's like I'm somebody where, like, I love gaming. Gaming has been a passion of mine and a hobby that I've done since I was a child, right? Every game obviously is not for me. Every game I'm not going to enjoy or like, right? But I'm not somebody that wants to look at everything gaming in a negative light or in a negative manner. You feel me? That shit is depressing as hell, where like everything has to be this console war and negative, and this game sucks because it does this, and it gets to a point where you just take a step back and you look and you go, damn, are you ever fucking happy? Are you ever fucking satisfied? And that's kind of where I am when it comes to like my interactions with people when it comes to gaming, period. It's like, damn, nothing makes you happy. Like, I seen the discourse with Astrobot over the weekend from certain people, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, damn, Astrobot, a innocent, harmless, fun, chill game. People keep saying they want these smaller experiences, they want different experiences, they want more quirky experiences, they want unique experiences. Astrobot is that. It's fun. It's a chill game. You can, it's a trip down memory lane for people who, that for a lot of games or franchises that are either first party franchises or are synonymous with PlayStation or the brand of PlayStation, right? It's a beautiful looking game. It's a cute game, Astrobot trying to save his buddies, and you come across, the different types of PlayStation characters and some of the other characters, like, Resident Evil characters and Castlevania characters and all these. It's just a chill game. And you even see people having this weird discourse over that. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, damn. Even Astrobot, where people even trying to dispute I seen certain people trying to dispute the review scores, and I seen clips of people shitting on the game, like saying the game wouldn't be that good if it wasn't on PlayStation. I was just like, bro, this shit is it gets to a point where it's depressing as hell, and I don't want that shit rubbing off on me, man. Like, real talk, I don't want that shit around me. I don't want that shit around when I'm trying to enjoy games, play games, regardless of where the games are. You know, like PlayStation, Xbox, PC, wherever. If I'm trying to enjoy a game, I don't want these gaming refugees or you know, shout out to Barry, he calls them gaming curmudgeons. Like these just Debbie Downer ass gamers that's just coming around sucking the fucking excitement and joy and life out of your excitement for anything that has to do with gaming. Listen, regardless if you prefer PlayStation or not, you know, if you are excited for the PS5 Pro or a pro version of a console or whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being excited. You're not a fanboy or you're not a corporate whatever people like to say these days. Listen, it's okay to be excited. It's okay to be excited about games and gaming technology and all this other shit. You see these nerds and these PC nerds and weirdos and all these dudes that get excited over GPUs. The 5000 series, you know, when that gets announced, you're gonna have,
oh my god, is that a 5000 series GPU? Oh my god, I can't wait to pick that up. Mom, it's my PC. PC Master Race, it's my PC. Mom, get your credit card. I need that new 5000 series GPU. It's for my PC.
it's okay. It's okay. Guys, it's okay. Just be excited. I forgot the voice I was doing the other day when I was making fun of the PC nerds. What was it? I forgot the voice.
It's my PC. PC Master Race. It's my PC.
Oh my god, man. Anyway, 4090s so they can play World of Warcraft. It was the same voice, Bass? Oh, all right, I got the voice. All right.
It's my PC. Mom, it's my PC Master Race. It's my PC.
Hey, yo, hey, the funny thing is about like, cause like it's not really PC gamers. Like most PC gamers, they keep to themselves. Like they chill. But it's the game. That's why I call them gaming refugees, because they're console gamers that converted to PC. So now they get like this weird god complex that they're better than you because you're playing on a inferior hardware with the console and they're playing on this souped up PC.
PC Master Race. It's my PC. Mom.
You know, so that's why I call them gaming refugees, because they escaped from the hellhole of consoles to go to better pastures or find greener pastures on PC. So that's why I call them gaming refugees, because that's what they are. Gaming refugees. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. You know?
It's my PC.
But listen, guys, I hope you guys are just as excited as I am about the PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to, you know, get more information tomorrow. I am going to be doing a live reaction, you know, tomorrow. I'm gonna set that up tonight. Tomorrow we're definitely gonna do a live reaction to you know, Mark Cerny's 9-minute, you know, listen, it may be 9 minutes, but we're gonna make that shit like an hour long reaction, right? But yeah, you know, I'll definitely do a quick reaction in the morning, and we can all watch it together and, you know, see what's up. And then if there's a blog article that releases after the fact, we'll definitely look at that, read it, talk about it, and whatever, you know, we'll vibe out, you know. So yeah, you know, I'll definitely be doing that. Yo, Aaron Abizzle, what's good? What's good, man? Shout out Impatient Fire, what's good? I love my 4090, but I also love my PS5 just as much. I'm super hyped for the PS5 Pro. Listen, Impatient, listen, real PC game, like real, and then that's why like I laugh like when it comes to like this community that we all tend to congregate in, because like when I see someone like the PC guys in this community, I always laugh, because it's like you're not really a PC guy. You're a console convert. You know, you're a gaming refugee. You're not a PC guy. You know, most PC guys don't give a fuck about console dealings and console spaces. You know, they're not The real PC guys that are playing the Dotas and the League of Legends and the WoW, the World of Warcrafts and the Guild Wars and the Final Fantasy 14s and whatever the hell else they're playing, they're not in console spaces. They're not constantly conversating or conversing in console spaces. The reason why you see so many of these PC converts or gaming refugees, as I call them, in console spaces is because they still feel connected to that space because that's where they come from. And even a lot of PC gamers that aren't in those spaces still come from consoles, but they don't feel a need to validate themselves in a console space. They just play their games and keep it moving. Like, oh yeah, I got this souped up rig. You know, I don't really play consoles anymore. It's not really my thing. You know, I like PC more and this is where I play and that's it. That's most PC gamers. The gaming refugees, on the other hand, are the people that are still in console spaces. They are still talking in console gaming and talking about why your console's weaker than this console and why you're spending all this money on a PS5 Pro and why you're doing this and doing that, all while having this superior PC, but still in console spaces because they still feel a connection there because really and truly they aren't accepted in the PC community because they're not really PC gamers. They don't game. They're not playing the PC shit. They're still playing the console shit, but trying to brag about being able to play the console shit better on their PC than on your console. That's what it is. Gaming refugees, man. They escaped the confines of the console community or the console gaming to find greener pastures in PC. Refugees. You're a gaming refugee. And again, if it doesn't apply, don't let it fly. What can I say? And I know this is going to hurt some feelings, and that's fine. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, listen, guys, I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you that continue to rock out with me, supports my channel, supports the content. I hope, we had a big turnout on What's Up PlayStation podcast this Saturday as well. Y'all showed up for the first episode back. It was a great episode with me and Bari, man. We vibed out, man. It was a great conversation, great talks. It was just great, right? So, thank you for those that support me and Bari and all that good stuff, man. And yeah, so with that being said, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. So yeah, I do appreciate y'all. This wasn't really going to be a long show, but I do appreciate you guys coming through. And if you enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. And if you do, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we out, guys.